Now, a couple of months ago, I did a video about the ending of One Piece, and I said in that video that, the ending of One Piece is infinite. There's so many possibilities, there's so many enemies that can be the final enemy, that can be the final villain. The ending of One Piece is going to be amazing. Now, when you take a look at other anime slash manga, at other series, there's only one villain. Take, for example, Madara Uchiha in Naruto. Take, for example, Sosuke Aizen in Bleach, or Yu Habaku. I don't know who the final villain is right now, but basically you get the point. There's always one enemy, there's always one villain in every other manga, anime, and outside of anime and manga, there's always one enemy, there's always one villain in the ending of a series. But with One Piece, and this is incredible, this is so goddamn incredible, there are multiple, there are dozens, there are so many final villains, or there are so many people who could be the final villain in One Piece. Today I'll be counting down the 5 people, the 5 characters, the 5 dream chasers, marines, pirates, whatever, the 5 people who could be the final enemy in One Piece, the final villain in the ending of One Piece. Coming in at number 5 is Crocodile. Now, Crocodile was once a dream chaser, but the legendary Yonko, the monster, the strongest living man, who was once the strongest living man in the world, had crushed Crocodile's dream, Whitebeard. Whitebeard destroyed Crocodile's dream. In Alabasta, Crocodile told Luffy that once you get to the major leagues, once you realize what the true sea is like, you're not going to want to go chase after your dream. Crocodile told this to Luffy, and that actually happened. In Marineford War, Akainu made Luffy realize what the true sea, what the sea is like, the true terror of the seas. For a little while it stopped Luffy, but in the end Luffy realized that he had his Nakama. He must get stronger for his Nakama. So coming in at number 5 is Crocodile. Crocodile was once a dream chaser. He knows what the sea is like, he knows the monsters, he knows the true terror of the new world, and honestly, Crocodile, he is now chasing after his dream again because Luffy made him realize what it's like to chase after your dream. So coming in at number 5 is Crocodile. Will Crocodile succeed in becoming the Pirate King? Who knows, but he is one of the possibilities of the final villains in One Piece. At number 4 is Captain Kidd. Now, Captain Kidd is a dream chaser like Monkey D. Luffy. The only difference between these two and how they pursue their dreams and how they chase after their dreams is that Captain Kidd, he kills anyone that laughs at his dream. With Monkey D. Luffy just ignores anybody that laughs at his dream, but with Captain Kidd kills them. That's brutal, that's a savage, and that right there is a true dream chaser. Now, Monkey D. Luffy, he is a true dream chaser, but when you take a look at Captain Kidd, when you take a look at a guy like Captain Kidd who kills somebody for laughing at his dream, it's brutal. It is absolutely brutal, and that's how much passion, that's how much love, that's how much he wants his dream. He wants to be the Pirate King, he wants to find One Piece, and anybody who laughs at that, he's gonna kill them. Amazing. However, here comes the problem. Monkey D. Luffy, he's kind of like that, but then again, he just ignores anybody who laughs at his dream. But with Monkey D. Luffy and Captain Kidd, they're both dream chasers. So ultimately, they're gonna have to fight one day. Even in the end of the story, maybe they might form an alliance, maybe they might not, because a lot of people say that Captain Kidd and Monkey D. Luffy, they are rivals. I'm not really too sure where Captain Kidd and Luffy stand right now, but obviously they both have the same goal, so one day they will encounter each other. One day they will fight for the title of Pirate King. Dream Chaser versus Dream Chaser. Number 3, Blackbeard. Blackbeard is a savage. He's brutal. Oh my gosh. What he's done in One Piece, he is an evil son of a bitch. He is an evil piece of shit. However, just like Monkey D. Luffy, just like Captain Kidd, he is a dream chaser. Now, a lot of people don't agree with how he chases his dream, with how he pursues his dream. The way he goes after his dream it's incredible. Come on. You have to agree that it's incredible, but then again, on the flip side, it's a motherfucking evil son of a... It's an evil way out. And the way he does it is just so... You want to see Blackbeard get punched in the face so bad. But then again, at the same time, he probably had a fucked up past. He probably had a fucked up childhood. And all he wants in the end is his dream. All he wants is to be the Pirate King, to find One Piece. So coming in at number 3 is Blackbeard. Not only is he a dream chaser, but he's done so much evil stuff in the story of One Piece that we all want to see Luffy kick his ass. We all want to see Luffy punch the living shit out of Blackbeard. And so at number 3 is the legendary Blackbeard. At number 2 is Sakazuki Akainu. Now, here's the epic thing with Akainu. It's gonna either be Sabo versus Akainu or Luffy versus Akainu. There's so many people that just want to take out Akainu's head. So many people just want to take Akainu's head. Fleet Admiral of the World Government, Sakazuki Akainu. Magma bitch. Magma motherfucker. He is a notorious, a badass, epic villain, and so many people want to see Akainu get hurt because basically he's the main reason why Ace is dead. He's the main reason why Luffy was crying like a bitch, why Luffy had to train harder, had to train to get more stronger. Akainu and his political views, Fleet Admiral, the stuff he's done, the way he is in One Piece, obviously he is like, oh man, he is most likely going to be in the final battle, but against who nobody really knows. It's either going to be Sabo or Luffy, but at the end of the day, his political views, Fleet Admiral Sakazuki Akainu, he's got to be taken out. He is basically the scum of the world government. Captain Kidd even said it himself, when scum rules the world, only more scum is born. So with that being said, at number 2 is Akainu. And coming in at number 1 is the Gorosei. Now I've said it in so many videos, I've said it in so many One Piece discussions and One Piece debates that the Gorosei are powerful as fuck, and the Gorosei are basically the face of the world government. I mean, Akainu is the face of the world government, but low key, behind the world government, behind the scenes, it's the Gorosei. They're the ones who stand at the top of the world government. They're the ones who basically control things and run things. And come on, they have scars all over their body. Obviously, you get those kind of scars in a battle, in a war. So coming in at number 1 is the Gorosei, and from the beginning of One Piece, we've seen the Gorosei a little scared of Monkey D. Luffy, a little scared of the 4 Yonko. We've seen them just get spooky. They always get these chills when something major, when something tragic, or when something badass epic happens in the New World / Grand Line. So I believe that the Gorosei are most likely going to be the final villains in One Piece, or one of the possibilities of the final villains in the ending of One Piece. Let me know the 5 people will be the final villains in the ending of One Piece. I'm Anime Fan Talk. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, and if you're new, if you could please subscribe, that would be really great. I would appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Anime Fan Talk, signing off.